Hey folks, wanted to clear up a few things for you, and I want to try to ease your mind a little bit about three myths going on out there in the prepper world. So hang on. Orlando Prepper coming at you again. Need to clear up a couple things. Then we're going to get into those myths that's floating around in the prepper world that I think you really don't need to worry about so much. But first off, let me say I'm getting emails from people that watched my end of the year predictions for this year, 2024, and they're saying that you know I just straight out said that the dollar's going to be worthless and the Civil War is coming in 2024. No, that's not what I said. Go back and watch it again, please. Take it for what it is. Just my opinion. And what I said was, as far as the money goes in 2024, digital currency will kick off. It's not going to be mandatory. They're not going to take all your money away and leave you with these digits in the bank. But they are going to kick off a pilot program to see how it works. That's the start of doing away with the dollar. Eventually, I didn't say they're going to do it this year. Now, as far as my comments on a possible civil war, I said possible. Those comments were made because of what's happening with the states right now, removing candidates off of ballots. And all that is doing is separating the states from blue or red, and that's going to cause conflict down the road. Now, hopefully, the Supreme Court will put a stop to that. I'm pretty sure they will. Like I said in the video, we don't have one big national election. We have 50 separate elections in each state. And those states can determine how their election operates. But there's also provisions in the Constitution that protect candidates from being removed from ballots if there's no legal grounds for it. It's that simple. They can't just say, I'm taking this guy off. I'm taking this lady off. They can't do that. Don't think they can, because like I said, there are provisions to protect them. So we'll see how the Supreme Court shakes out on that. That don't mean you're going to wake up one morning and there's a civil war in the United States, okay? Didn't say that, never insinuated that. So hopefully I got that cleared up. Now let's talk about these myths going around in the prepper world about martial law. Now, we've seen big riots where police have came in and taken control, of parts of cities or whatever. But that's not really martial law. It's never been instituted in recent history. And I don't see it happening the way some of these prepper books and these prepper movies and things say that it's going to. Could be wrong, though, but I just don't see it. And let me tell you why. First off, Department of Homeland Security or the military is not going to go around the United States rounding up people and sticking them in encampments. Why would they do that? Why would they just go out and scoop up the population and have to care for them, have to feed them, have to house them, have to guard them? They're not going to do that. They're not just going to go out and willy-nilly start scooping up people. Now, if they think someone is a threat in a martial law situation, yes, they are going to go get those people. So that's on you. Does the government see you as a threat? I don't think they're even worried about people like me, because I've never said anything against this government. I've just said get ready just in case. That's all I've ever said. Don't think they're going to be reaching down to the bottom of the barrel and scraping up people like me. But we'll see. That's number one. Number two, I keep hearing these guys on a lot of these channels talking about how much ammo you need for each firearm you have. You don't need massive amounts of ammunition for your firearms, folks. You really don't. I hear some people say you need 10,000 rounds per firearm, you need 20,000 rounds per firearm. That's ridiculous. What if you have 6 firearms? You know, that's a lot of ammo. If you're just getting 10,000 rounds per firearm, that's 60,000 rounds of ammo. You don't need that much. Okay, you need enough to make you feel comfortable that you can defend what you have. That's all you need. And if there ever is a situation where you would have to use those resources, then you're going to be gathering resources along the way. If you do take out an adversary, you're not just going to leave his equipment there with him, are you? No. It don't matter if it's a civilian or a military personnel in a martial law situation. So just remember that. It's just like food. You're going to replenish as you go. You need to remember that. I'm going to recommend about 2,000 rounds per weapon. That's a lot. But at a very minimum, 1,000 rounds per weapon. And with that, we're going to get into that third myth in this country as far as preppers go. And that's actually probably some advice for the federal government. You guys are never going to disarm the American population, ever. There's too many guns out there for you to round them all up. You're not even going to get all of what you call assault weapons. There's no such thing as an assault weapon until a weapon's been used to assault somebody. Your little scare tactic works with weak-minded people, but patriotic, honest, intelligent people, they don't fall for that. Still, you're never going to round all those up. It's impossible. I think right now the ATF estimates there's like 420 million firearms in the United States. And our ammo manufacturers, on a domestic level, are producing 8 billion rounds a year. There's no way you can get it all. It's impossible. So if you hear them saying that and it kind of bothers you, don't let it bother you anymore. They can't do it. It's impossible. And even if they take what they call assault weapons, there's lots of other weapons out there, guys. And like I said, if you get into a conflict, God forbid it ever happens, but if it ever comes to that, you're going to replenish those resources. Remember that. That's important. So with that out of the way, I'm going to say, stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the United States. The Orlando Prepper is out.